Abstract. The use of social media has become increasingly popular and important in the globalized world today. People use social media for all kinds of reasons, including economic, social, and political reasons. However, the main reason for engaging in social media for most people is to satisfy their desire for connectedness. Human beings always seek new ways of doing things, and social media has become that platform in the 21st century. Cultures have dissolved, and new ones evolved in the wake of social media developments. As people interact with one another from various parts of the world, they become more receptive to different cultural practices and abandon unnecessary cultural burdens. The American culture is one of the transformed cultures around the world because of social media interactions. Research shows that social media has a significant influence on the cultures of nations with high levels of technological developments as compared to their counterparts. This paper attempts to lay out specific impacts that social media has had on the American culture over time. The paper presents both negative and positive influences on the culture that relate to social media. The information presented was compiled using secondary data, mostly print material. Introduction. Social media are an increasingly popular aspect of the globalizing society today. The social aspect of life has transformed from traditional face-to-face communication to internet communication. The use of social media such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google among others came into the world at a time that people so much needed it. As the economic waves change in the world, people find themselves with less time to interact with one another on a personal basis. Social media have made it possible for people to interact regardless of their busy schedules and commitments. Additionally, globalization allows people to interact with others from different backgrounds in business and other platforms. Companies today have branches all over the world, and social media have enhanced communication between staff across borders. People who have never met get a great opportunity to know each other and share valuable ideas on social media sites, thus enhancing connectivity around the globe. Parents, on the other hand, have an opportunity to watch their children all day via social media because that is where all teenagers begin and end their days. Social media have transformed the world into a global village, which can be positive and negative things depending on how people use the media. Positive impacts of social media on culture. Social media allow people to communicate and engage with information that transforms their perception of life. The accessibility of social platforms within a nation determines the extent to which their culture is affected. The American culture has significantly changed over the years because the nation is among the leading nations in technological developments. Social media have affected the American culture positively by influencing business operations, social relationships, and political movements. As people interact on social media platforms, they realize their uniqueness. This realization allows one to develop a personal identity in a better way to promote social distinctiveness. The development of one's personal identity helps strengthen the culture of the land and maintain authenticity in all operations. The different perceptions of life make social media an interesting platform where people spend most of their time. To maintain those differences, people have to embrace their cultural definitions so that they can offer something new every time they interact with others from different cultures. The American culture, for instance, has become stronger over the years as people continue to engage in social media. Intercultural adaptation is another positive outcome of social media interaction. People learn more about different cultures as they interact with one another on social media. Understanding different points of view allow one to embrace various cultural practices, thus improving intercultural adaptation. Other than understanding and embracing different cultures, social media help people to abandon unworthy traditional practices that hinder growth on their part. In reference to the American culture, intercultural adaptation is evident in business operations. Normally, Americans carry out business transactions in official capacities. However, through social media, entrepreneurs and business people are beginning to appreciate the use of both official and causal mechanisms in carrying out business transactions. The approach creates more opportunities for entrepreneurs and enlarges the market range. Socially, social media enhance the understanding of global society, which helps reduce issues of discrimination against minorities in America.
Negative impacts of social media on culture.
Social media have led to the abandonment of important cultural aspects in America. Today, teenagers and young people spend more of their time on the internet than they do in real life. As a result, the younger generation grows without the knowledge of key cultural aspects of their society. The values of society lie within the community's ability to uphold the authentic nature of its people. With the current statistics, the American culture will be forgotten as soon as the baby boomers generation exits. The young generation in America has embraced the collectivist culture and abandoned the individualistic culture of the American people as they interact with different people around the globe. Additionally, social media interaction breeds bad morals within a society because of peer pressure. As mentioned earlier, people use different social media platforms to satisfy the desire for acceptance. Young people will do whatever it takes to fit in and blend with their counterparts from across the globe. The desire to fit in has eroded the cultural and social morals of American society among the youths. Consequently, an intercultural adaptation resulting from social media has led to the abandonment of cultural activities and practices that helped update the youth of the nation's history.
Conclusion.
In conclusion, social media affect the culture of a people significantly. The cultural aspects of life in America today differ greatly from the original cultural ways of operation. Children today are in more contact with the rest of the world than they are with their immediate culture. The nature of life in America today, where parents have less to no time with their children, has given room for social media to mentor the youth. The constant interaction with social media among the youth with people from all over the world has diluted the American culture and allowed young people to be more receptive to different cultures. People tend to appreciate that exist in life on social sites more than they accept those differences in real life. Closeness can only occur if people accept one another's differences, which in turn leads to the embracing of various different cultural practices. This and many other essays are available at studycorgi.com.